over on the Senate side, where Minority Leader Mitch McConnell there in just the last hour is making his first remarks on that dinner that former President Trump had with a noted white nationalist and Holocaust denier, a noted anti-Semite. Here's what Mitch McConnell had to say.
There is no room in the Republican Party for anti-Semitism or white supremacy. And anyone meeting with people advocating that point of view, in my judgment, are highly unlikely to ever be elected President of the United States.
So here's the thing. Right after that, McConnell was asked if he would still vote for Donald Trump should he win the party's 2024 presidential nomination. Didn't say yes, didn't say no, but you've got the minority leader's comments, the most powerful Republican in the Senate's comments, coming as a chorus of lawmakers in the GOP have called out Mr. Trump for hosting this dinner, which also featured the platinum-selling rap artist who has also made anti-Semitic comments recently. Of course, that's Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West. Let me bring in NBC News senior Capitol Hill correspondent Garrett Hake. And Garrett, just to lay the landscape of like the last, let's call it 4 or 5 days, right? The dinner happened. The news came out about the dinner. People were, I think, appropriately disturbed to see the former president dining and having this dinner with a noted white nationalist and anti-Semite. Then the question became, so what is the Republican Party going to do about it, right? Monday morning, we didn't hear a lot, a little bit like Susan Collins. Last night, Mitt Romney. Today, Mitch McConnell. It is no surprise that Mitch McConnell is not a huge fan of Donald Trump. That is not shocking breaking news to anybody who's on cable news watching this right now. It is interesting. I guess I would ask you, you cover both McConnell and Mr. Trump. Do you see this as a significant break? Do you see this as a signal of where McConnell's head is at? Talk us through it.
Well, it's certainly a signal of where McConnell's head at, which is that he would like to have nothing to do with Donald Trump so long as the two men both walk this earth. I mean, McConnell has been done with Trump for quite some time, but he has also said as recently as post-January 6th that he would still vote for Trump again if he were the Republican Party's nominee. What we're seeing right now is a Republican Party who I think is trying to take an opportunity to take what amounts to a political layup here. It is the easiest thing in the world politically to condemn anti-Semitism and white supremacy. You'll note that Mitch McConnell did not condemn Donald Trump by name. And that's the tightrope that all of these Republican leaders, by and large, are trying to walk here. But I think the other dynamic is this is not the campaign rollout that Donald Trump thought he was going to have. He was hoping to consolidate the Republican Party behind him, either through love or fear. And he's not scaring anybody. I mean, take a listen to two of the top Republican officials in this country, his former vice president and perhaps the next speaker, commenting on Donald Trump in the last 24 hours.
President Trump was wrong to give a white nationalist, an anti-Semite and a Holocaust denier a seat at the table. And I think he should apologize for it.
The president can have meetings with who he wants. I don't think anybody, though, should have a meeting with Nick Fuentes, and his views are nowhere within the Republican Party or within this country itself.
So, Hallie, in the Republican political sphere here, those comments amount to a pretty significant break with Donald Trump. But if anyone believes it's a permanent one, I have two words, access and Hollywood, right? Yeah. I mean, this is someone who has survived much worse scandal-wise.
Or John and McCain, or, I mean, pick your adjectives, pick your words there. You know what I mean?
Precisely.